Hey, welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is currently the 4th of June. I generally live on a busy street, but it's been shut down for like a bike race throughout the whole city, and it's dead quiet outside. It's pretty awesome. We're playing Los against HB ETF. We're in the casual lobby, and this hand's really good. We are trying a couple cards in this deck, new cards. We are trying Rubicon Switch, which so far hasn't held its weight just yet, but we're also running Rosetta 2.0, which is super exciting because we're playing cards like Snitch and Magnum Opus. Thanks, you too. So I'm excited to see how this goes. We have a good hand here. Like we have Magnum, we have Aaron, we have everything we really want. Okay, we'll probably check what that is. I don't see any reason not to. That could easily be an advanced assembly line. They're hoping for us to run a different way. But let's just get the money down and go. We have the money differential where we can run HQ and then Rubicon because they don't have a lot of money. And that's going to be really good for us. Jackson Howard, do we want to trash this? Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, they seem like they don't have the greatest hand right now. We could put down the Magnum Opus, but if this is a rototurret, it's going to be a problem if it trashes programs. Like, you don't want to install programs until you need them right now. With 6 credits, they could biotic out, but I don't think they will, so I don't really know if we need the Aaron. I think we'll run to Rubicon right now. So we can face check, gain some money with a low stability, and if it is something impactful, we can just derez it, and then come back next turn, and they're going to be bleeding money on HQ. Let's see what this card does. I think this card might be proper good. It is a bit slow. That's what we saw playing against a rush deck in the game before, that we didn't get that much value out of it, but who knows? What's a bad face check here? It's not too much. And even if they're scoring in a remote, like that's going to be difficult for them. So, yeah, let's face check this. If it's an end of the run, we can derez it and come back. If it is next dice, like we generally derez it for the same amount of credits that we get from Los. They're just going to let us in, probably an Adonis or something. Maybe another Jackson. Another Jackson. So they probably have a friends in hand. I'd be interested actually in putting this down and clicking for it. I don't want to go down to no money though. Okay, it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow, admittedly. That's unlikely. That was kind of unfortunate. I guess we would have trashed anything that was. We can also just like face it, check HQ just to get money from the low stability. They're likely to have 1 or 2 agendas in HQ, so I think that's where we want to go anyways, regardless of what they put in server 1 this turn. Because like they really want to push out those Jacksons. I think they would be icing up archives if they could, just because of Temujin, but we aren't drawing. We would have played it already, so maybe that's not actually correct. Okay, we're doing this game again. So yeah, if we run that, I guess we will derez it, right? Depends what it is. Like if it's a Fairchild, we can't derez it because we have to click through it, which is pretty brutal. But at least they spend 6. It's an Awakening Center. Okay, so we're in uncharted territory. I have no idea how this card works. So you can host a Byroid on it. Whenever the runner passes all the guys protecting the server, you may res the Byroid, reducing its cost by 7, and then we have to encounter it. So this is probably a lot of really big ice. So I'm just gonna run HQ here. Like this could be a Janus, it could be anything. Man, this is kind of difficult to play around, and this is not unique. 1 influence. That's funny. I've never seen how this worked, that you host it on top of it. Janus, okay. Alright. Not a good Rubicon. Not a good Rubicon target. I don't want to run into this because it could be a Fairchild 3, and then it would kind of be an issue. Let's just drop. Earthrise is good. We kind of need a career fair to afford that right now. That is super good if we're running Janus. They're unlikely to score. Yeah, let's just put that Magnum. That's fine. Okay, gotta keep all the clicks that we can. We might actually be in the best interest to run this sooner than later before they have multiple pieces of ice on it. A piece of ice on, oh, okay, right? Like this easily could be an agenda. And I will respect that. Yeah, I think we have to let that go. So we're gonna put down Aaron. That's the best we have here. So we're gonna draw, take some money. This card's probably way too slow. A lot of this deck is probably too slow. If this was a Desperado, we'd be a lot better off right now. I don't know if this dream of the 11 credit blackguard's gonna work out. Oh, they're not even going for anything. What's in server 2? They also put 2 Jacksons out of the game, right? If they're not playing friends in high places, they are going to flood up. 100%. Don't know what this is. Let's just try and run a central server. We can get a lot of value from Aaron no matter how it goes. An agenda in there. We can't contest that. Let's try and make them spend money by running HQ. So 9 credits, they could res here. There's a lot of good reses. Again, Rototurret would be an issue, but looks like no dice. Fairchild. Just Fairchild. It's 9 credits to derez the Rubicon. Not the easiest thing. Draw. Fuck, we just need this. I think we're going to go low on credits just to get this down. We can always Magnum up. But let's see what they score here. Man, this is weird. I don't know how to play against this. We just need a siphon, right? Because as soon as they have low credits, we're probably able to charge server 2. Let's see, 3 advancements, 4 advancements. What's that get them? A field test? It's just a Vitruvius with a counter, so that's Jackson back. 2 cards off the top. I don't want to siphon right away because they could easily end the run. They might be holding off on it. We do have, this is a value siphon though. It really is, but I think we might want to get our snitch out and figure out what this ice is. So check this out. This is cash. You install this, you take the money off of it. Now you can put this thing down, the Rosetta. And now, or next turn, we can like Rosetta, like sell or technically remove from game the cash to pull back in a snitch. And that's the idea of the snitch blackguard combo. It's really good if you haven't tried it with Run Amok, because it actually destroys the ice after you res it, which is absurdly gross, especially when they have to spend like 14 credits running a Janus. But I want to figure out what this ice is, right? Because we want to get a free siphon off, because they might have, like, what's this? It's an upgrade, so it can't be that expensive. Oh, this is really good altogether. So here, let's pull this off. So we're going to Rosetta. We're going to remove the cash from the game to install. We can install a breaker, but I think we're just going for the snitch right now. We can always sell the snitch for a break if we need it. So we'll run HQ. Oh, turning wheel we actually should have put down there. That's fine. It's an Eli 1.0, so we know we can always siphon through that. So we'll jack out. Yeah, we definitely should have put down the turning wheel. Gross. So we can siphon and like derez that, which is going to be all their money, right? So let's just Magnum. Yeah, the turning wheel was a mistake. Let's just put that down now. We should have another counter on there. Let's see how this goes. Like, once they have no money, admittedly, this Awakening Center still works fairly well if they have no money. That also could be something they could res to dodge it, but I think we're just going to go for the Siphon Town right here. Alright. Yeah, let's just go for it. So we'll Siphon. This is an Eli 1.0, which you can click through it, still remove the tags with Aaron. We'll have too many cards in our hand, so we'll have to discard something, but I think the blackguards are kind of burning our hole in our proverbial hand pocket. So we can also derez this for 3. This is kind of perfect. So we're going to spend 2 clicks on this. Get a turning wheel counter. We can consider charging this remote. Can't really snitch. Like, snitch doesn't work well on this. A successful run. Oh, yeah, let's see what they res. Alright, it's a full Adonis. They have 1 credit. We might want to charge this, but let's see. We're not going to take... No, we're just going to take an Axis here. Fairchild. Nothing new learned there. So we can run this remote. There's not a lot they could res, but they can fire Awakening makes us encounter a piece of ice, reducing trash cost by res cost by 7. So what 8 cost ice? We're risking brain damage. I think actually we want to Rubicon this. Yeah, let's do that. So let's derez that. We don't need another one of these. We are kind of petering out on draw here, but we do in fact have the Deuces Wild. So as long as, like, that Adonis was really clutch right there. If that was an agenda, they'd be in a bad spot. I don't know what to do against this. Big ice? That's also really unfortunate they got that down. We could have Temujin a couple turns ago just on archives. We always have Magnum though, right? Like, we can bleed them out, right? We can run here. Yeah, we can run HQ. If they res it, we'll just Rubicon it. We lose 1 credit, they lose 3. They're doing a good job not resing, right? They're denying us money. Friends in high places, that's double Jackson. So now we don't want to run last click in theory. In theory. Playing this last click is always, like, not a good thing to do. We haven't seen any fast advance pieces. I think if they're running big ice, they're not trying to do that. Yeah, just take more money. Next turn, we can always, like, Deuces Wild up. We can expose a piece of ice. We could just get the blackguard down and make him like res the ice on archives. That would be pretty good. We do we have a medium? No, I don't think we do. I think turning wheels are only multi-axis. So like we might want to just res the ice on R&D and just pressure HQ in the remote. Like we can pay the 11 credits for this thing. Another upgrade there. No idea what's going on. Another ice there too. That's good to know. So what do we do here? Yeah, like we can repeatedly bleed them dry with money here. So let's try and go for the dream of the blackguard. And then what do we do? I think we play the blackguard, and then the next turn we can expose this. Or let's play this, actually. They're not going to go fast. It might be an issue for them. We can play 11, run this, snitch it, blackguard it, jack out, gain 3 credits. They'll have to res it. We can always derez it, come back next turn. But it looks like they're going fast. They understand. It's not great. It's not good for us. Friends in High Places coming out. That's what? Adonis? Or Jackson Howard? Another Jackson Howard? 2 Jackson Howards. So this is an ABT. It's really bad. It's likely to be an accelerated beta test based on how good their ice is. And that's 100% an issue. Okay. So what's the most expensive piece of ice? We know this is an Eli. This is probably not expensive. This is probably expensive. This is probably a Fairchild. So I think we're going to force them to res it. So let's run HQ. Yeah, it is a Fairchild. All right, we jack out. So that was a good trade of credits. They had to res it, right? Because we exposed it. Wait, hold up. Oh, sorry. I guess they could res things too. Do I have windows before you res that? Let's see. Once per turn, you may expose it when you approach it. Do you have a window before you res that? I think so. It's during the approach. Yeah, they totally could res things here. Right? Like if they don't have the money to res this, they can just they can res something so they don't have the credits for that. Like they can res a defensive upgrade in here. Oh, it's Caprice and Ash. Oh well, fuck. Okay. What do we do? First click was what? Oh, blackguard. So we're still running on HQ. So snitch. All right, cool. Yeah, we just can't beat this. I don't think we have an option to beat this. We'll expose. If we expose this, they have to res it. The other option is seeing a lot of cards in here. No, we don't want to force this one resed. Oh, well. Okay, well, changes nothing. So we need to figure out what ice is exactly 4 credits. And then just run through whatever this Awakening Center is. Right? So what's the chance that this is exactly 4 credits? Let's find out what R&D is. Yes, this is a good start. And now we can run server 2? We should have waited a window there too, but yeah, let's go for it. This could be like game winning. This is does a lot of brain damage, but what can we do? So we're gonna run server 2 here. We have 5 credits so we can beat the Ashtrace, but we can't play the Caprice, but they don't have money for this. So let's run server 2. Let's see how bad this is. Nope, it's a Turing. So they can't res that. That's good. So we know what that is, which is really good. This is only once per run, mind you, so we can't use it on the second one. And we'll see how this goes. We could also, we might have wanted to Rubicon derez this thing, but we want to charge this remote actually. All you can snitch it. Okay. So this fires, when the runner passes all the ice protecting this server, they may res a piece of ice. And we'll get 1 credit for that. So Caprice Nase. So we need 4 credits, so we can only pay 0, 1. Oh, they only have 0, 1, right? So I guess we're gonna pay 1, so they, no, we'll pay 0, so they pay 1. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see if any of this shit fires. No matter what, we have to beat the Trace, and we beat this Trace, we still have 1 credit to trash the Caprice, but they have friends in high places. We run into a Zed. Trash 1 hardware, trash 1 hardware. Fuck. Beans. Beans. So that's not great. We didn't click luckily, but they're gonna trash all our fun shit. The fun was just starting. Fire away. So yeah, it's gonna wreck that. Luckily we do have another Rubicon, but we just wasted 11 credits largely. Man, and that's like, yeah, our second black card. So black card's done. It's just donezo. So this gets trashed as far as I understand. Okay, so we have to beat the Ash Trace. We now have 6 credits for it, so we can in theory beat the Trace. Beat Caprice. So we'll take that. Pay for. They do have friends in high places though, so it's kind of just like taxing them out on money. So what's this? Beta test, that makes a lot of sense with all these. This I don't mind so much because we technically have a link. I'd rather get rid of the Caprice every day. This can't afford, can't afford, can't afford. Sweet! That was sort of miserable. We are now just have to run like normal with some sort of not great breakers. We do know what's in front of HQ, which isn't great for them. We have some draw cards here up. We know they have Jacksons too. So what is this? We know this is a Turing, so we're just gonna face check this. They can actually res the Turing here, but we'll gain 3 credits, which is enough to beat the Trace. I think ideally we want to get our Temujin money down. We can't Temujin these servers, it's not really great. Let's draw up a slight bit. Oh, that's good. If this is an Adonis, they dodge the Siphon perfectly, which is not fantastic. One of these ice easily could be the Janus that we fear. We can also now like get rid of the Snitch and install our Paperclip for 1 credit and run servers, I guess. But I think we just need the money here. This also could be an ABT with like Jax's on the table, which would be kind of rough. So let's face check this and see if they spend money resing stuff. Even if they don't though, like the Ash Trace fires and we can't trash it. So actually that's kind of terrible. That's just like terrible. I think we want 2 clicks left, right? Just in case of Ichi. Which they could in theory afford if this is in assembly lines. Let's see what this is. If there is the Turing, it'll keep us out, but they'll lose money. Like they'll lose 4, we'll gain 3. Then we can slap this down and no, we're short 1 credit. Dang. Yeah, we're short 1 credit to Rubicon up. Alright. Right, because it'd be 7 altogether, we're short 1 click, and derezing this would actually be a big deal, so we're just 1 credit short of doing something really cool here. I think they'd let us trash these Jacksons, because we know that they have this token, so they want to keep the Caprice in that server. This card's definitely going to be good. This is an interesting matchup. And we like played this all in the... Well, I guess we were playing around Ichi, but I don't think we played that in the greatest order. Alright, so now we have 5 tokens on a turning wheel, so we can run HQ and see all of it? Oh, not anymore. We can see a lot of it. Like with 6 tokens, you see 4 cards, which is generally enough. They do have a pretty safe scoring remote. Another ice there on the Awakening Center. And just click for 2 credits, so they don't have a lot of money. We could just put down this Temujin contract and go nuts here on Archives. I still think having the Snitch is good. We could run this and click through it, which is probably not terrible. But we have to worry about what this is, and they have 10 credits, so it could actually be something pretty bad. Especially if it's a Z, it does 2 brain damage, right? Because we click through this. Derezing this would actually be a really, really, really big deal. So what do we do here? Siphon's not fantastic. I think running and seeing all HQ might be worth something. We could put this on HQ. Yeah, we can always trade our Snitch for something here. We can also like trade our Snitch for a Paperclip, run this, and see a lot of cards off the top. I think we just need to draw. So let's draw 2 cards, see what our options are. That's really good that we have that. So it's either gain 3 credits, expose an ice, and make a run. Exposing an ice has some value. Like we could find out what this is or what this is, so we understand what it is to charge it. This in theory is an ice, right? Yeah, this we can actually expose in theory, because it is an ice. Because this doesn't say installed ice. Yeah, it says expose 1 piece of ice. So we can find out what that is, actually, which has some cute value to it. But I think gaining 3 credits is probably what we need here. I think we'll just set up a bit. We could run HQ, click through this. Like, there's a lot of options to go. Just a lot, not a lot of them take pressure, put pressure off. Ania subformat could be cool, but I think Magnum's probably just better. This is probably not an agenda, because if it wasn't an agenda, I think they would have got the Caprice. Admittedly, they don't have a lot of money for that. I don't want to click through this. I really have no interest in clicking through that. Yeah. Don't want to put this down because Zed is now online. We have one MU. Yeah, this is not programmed right with how it interacts with MU, but I think we'll just Magnum twice. Yeah, we'll see what we draw. Next turn we could Siphon if they have a lot of money. Hopefully they res something here, like an Adonis maybe. Oh, they're 3 credits or 1 credit short of that. But we'll see how that goes. Again, like basically our main counter strategy here is Siphon and to run this remote. And we would have to basically Rosetta this for our decoder so we can get through our Turing, which is something we want to do. We have an Abagnale. I think we took Cyber Cypher out of this deck because we thought we wouldn't be breaking a lot of ice. We also have Brute Force Hack, which is pretty sweet. Another piece of ice on the Awakening Center. Oh, Jesus. And they have 5 credits. That's exactly as much as we need to do a Siphon. I think we'll just go for it, right? If they res the Adonis, they res the Adonis. Yeah, it's kind of not much we can do about that. So let's go for the Siphon here. We know they can't res that. They can res an Eve and Adonis. Like, there's a lot of things they could be resing here. We've seen a lot of their influence on a single card, so I don't know what else they have as like cute splash. We have a lot of dead cards to throw out if we discard. So let's see what we got here. Oh, good. Value Siphon. That's really good. So we'll drop twice here. Net Shield is fine to put down because we can get rid of it with the Rosetta, which is not too bad at all. We could... Yeah, I think we'll put this down and next turn charge this remote because they don't have a lot of credits, right? We also have a lot of tokens on this, which is really good. And I don't think we need a second Rosetta. This card does work. It's really good. It's very flexible. And I think if you build like a really ridiculous criminal deck with a lot of programs, it's even better. But they're just going to be clicking for credits, which makes the Surger a lot more approachable. We want to run it first click. Oh, we really can't. So what's the worst that can happen? Brute Force Hack on this is actually really good. We pay 4, they derez this, which is a big deal. If we had like R&D multi-access, which we only sort of do, we can derez. Like we can play Rubicon, we can derez this and then run R&D. And even if they score, unless it's an accelerated beta test, they're gonna be in a bad spot. So the question is, do we charge the server? Do we charge this? I'm scared of this. Awakening Center, I'm really scared of. So I think we actually play Rubicon, Brute Force Hack this, and then run R&D. Seems okay. Oh, playing Rubicon doesn't matter, Brute. Yeah, because we can't actually derez this one. So we need to prepare with the Rubicon. We could also, yeah, we could Brute Force Hack this and just run. I think still we want our, like, what's the bad that hits us? Brain damage? They can't afford to res a Fairchild. We would want a Sentry Breaker because Ichi-1 and Ichi-2 would be disastrous. So it's like, what's worse, a Code Gate? A Fairchild 3, they could res. And that would be an issue. So I think we want 2 breakers. So I think we'll actually like do... No, we still can't get through that. So I guess we just have to set up 1 turn here. It's like if they score, so be it. It's going to be hard for us to stop them. I think we can put this on R&D. Yeah, it's okay. So next turn we'll see how things go. Like either we can derez the ice on R&D and go here. Again, they don't have a way to duck the Siphon. So if they click too high on credits, we can just like Siphon in. I think we got a lot of options here. This is actually pretty interesting. Oh shit, that's a beta test, isn't it? Oh no! The beta test is gonna get so much value! Please be Vitruvius. Yes. Alright, so they're not in a good spot. No credits means actually we're kind of interested in tearing this down. 2, 3, 4. We also have, we're only gonna have 4 MU this entire game, which is a problem for relying on Magnum Opus. But we definitely want to tear this down. We can run R&D. We don't even have to use all these tokens. We're gonna get 4, so I think we could do that, right? I think we definitely do that. Because next turn we'll be able to, yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna Brute Force Hack. We'll pay 3 credits to tear this down. We can run R&D to get a lot of tokens, a lot of this. We can also see the next, I think we'll use like some of these tokens. We're in an okay spot. think we're okay. They're on game point. Obviously, they can shuffle with Jackson here, which they might want to do. So we'll see 3 cards. So we don't have to run this every turn. Fridge Held 3, they'll probably put that on the Awakening Center. Biotic Labor, that's an issue. We got to keep them low on money. And the food, good that we have that. Running again, it's Fairchild 3 into Biotic Labor, so not a lot of value running that. It's just kind of for money. And I think we can throw out the Turning Wheel and the Errand, so I think we'll actually get the 4 credits here. Yeah, it's probably okay. We could also run a Jackson, but I don't think they'll pop it, considering they have Friends and a Project Vitruvius to counter. Or they use their Friends, right? But this is just click for 4, which is not too bad. So we'll definitely get rid of the Turning Wheel. Yeah. If they click for credits, we siphon. Like, we know what they're drawing. Also, if they resist, they de-resist. Like, we might want to run medium in the deck. Admittedly, you can't pull medium with Turning Wheel. We also don't have the MU because we also have Fairchild to play Keyhole. But the idea is if they go long credits, they're locked here, right? Like, if they click for credits, we run the Eli, they res the Eli, we gain money, we de-res the Eli, and go. So, like, I think they're going to be boned on top of R&D. It's just going to come to this remote. Okay, they have 3 credits, so it's just enough to run the Eli. To res the Eli. So I still think we run this. If they res the Eli, we can like switch gears here. Yeah, let's run R&D first. Like, I don't think they can afford to res this. Yeah, they can't. This could be an Enigma, which might be a bit worse, but... Okay, Biotic Labor off the top. What are we looking for here? I think we want to charge this remote. It's better when they have no money, so let's see what they do next turn, and then we can kind of go in. So let's just try and get all the money we need, because we're going to be at breaking some pretty expensive stuff. Mongoose is also really bad against Awakening Center. I think we might be able to ditch our Magnum too. Running Last Kick's also an issue because we can't Rubicon, so we don't generally want to do that. So I think we just put this down and take that, I guess, because you don't want to run Last Click because now they res the Eli and we can't Rubicon it. So let's see, they could score out another agenda, putting on game point. They're drawing in a Biotic right now, so in theory they could score out a 4-2 if they had the money, which they don't. Now the top of R&D is going to be new, so they're in a bad spot. Oh, fuck. No, Baker Bay Grid got through. Running a political operative in this deck might be sweet too. So Baker Bay Grid's going to be rezzed, so they get a free res something here. Rezzing this Breaker Bay Grid also makes it really hard for them to duck Siphon in this remote because everything they res is free, which is not terrible. Like right now we can probably Siphon them. Admittedly, they will have maybe 9 credits and a Biotic in hand. Like they have enough credits right now to Biotic out of 3-2 before the turn starts. Luckily, we are going to be able to attack their money in a reasonable way. Hopefully we draw into our second Brute Force hack so we can get rid of this thing and charge this remote. Brute Force hack actually does a bunch of work in this. You can also run Emergency Shutdown, but I'm convinced with the Magnum economy, maybe that's too slow. But yeah, they are siphonable. It's probably a Fairchild 3, so I think we're going to go straight Siphon before we run R&D. We can also let them res a Fairchild 3. Oh, but then we can't really Rubicon it because it's the rest of our turn. So we'll definitely Siphon here. They can't res this, and then we might charge this remote. It's good that we throw this out. We haven't seen our Arc Lockdown right just yet, so let's go for this. This is 9 credits to res. They can't. There's no way for them to duck here. Oh, actually, no, fuck. We should have installed our breaker. No, not really. No, that's fine. We'll click. Actually, no, clicking was probably not good. Yeah, clicking's not the best thing here. Yeah, it's not. So we got 2 tags. We want to keep our tags just because we have a turning wheel. I mean, like, we want to ditch our tags. So that's our second Mongoose. That's a career fair, which is pretty nice. We have 1 click left. There's not much they can run here, so we can run R&D and see, like, a lot of cards. Also, when we're drawing, it makes our Rosetta worse, admittedly. So we could run R&D here. We're going to see 1 new card. We could see a bunch of new cards. I'd rather lock R&D than HQ, because I think if they had an HQ, they would have pushed in this remote already. And I'm assuming there's nothing they can res for 2 credits. So even if we don't get a Rubicon value, it's going to be okay. So let's see what 4 cards. They could Jackson here. Even after we use this tokens, they could Jackson. Breaker Bay Grid. Yeah, we don't want that. Food, that's good. We're on game point. That's probably the second food, so they're going to have a long way to score. Ichi. Okay, I forgot what those last ones were. It was Ichi and then something else. I was talking. Let's start out this paperclip, and I don't think we need another Aaron. And that's our last siphon. Yeah, that's all the siphons. So we're actually going to have to be honest and run remotes, which isn't difficult with 35 credits, mind you. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, that's the hedge fund they drew. So it's hedge fund into Ichi. Okay, so now there's only one card on top of R&D that we don't know. And both on game. First hedge fund out of the game right there. You're doing alright on money. So I think now our game plan is to ditch the Magnum Opus, get down our breakers, and charge this remote. This is probably the Fairchild 3, which is 6 credits. We can always snitch and jack out, right? And even if they res it, we click through it. We can't Rubicon it then, which is not great. So I guess we'll get down our Abagnale. We also could be running Peregrine in this deck, which might be better just because we have another derez on command effect. But yeah, they're gonna break R&D next turn or 2 turns later. So we gotta, like, they have a Biotic in hand. So we really gotta pressure this thing. So we need to, like, yeah, we might be able to lock him on R&D here. Project Vitruvius for Caprice Nase. Let's see where they put that. They might just put that on R&D. Like, I don't think that's a bad idea. Yeah, they did. Shit. That's okay. We'll hopefully derez most of their ice. Hopefully. Alright, so 2, 3, 4. We're just short on MU and we'll never have more than that. So I think this goes now. But let's pawn the net shield. Technically is less value. So we're going to sell that. So we can pull out our Abagnale. This only costs us 1 credit or 2 credits. Like, that's really good. We also could have installed the cache. It's fine. So we'll run R&D here. They res this Fairchild 3. Oh, in theory, we want a Sentry Breaker because this could be a Sentry. We're not respecting that. We have 2 Mongu in hands. We're also gonna have like just issues with MU. Like losing both of our what's it called? Our consoles is an issue. Not gonna res this. They could res the Eli here. We will definitely derez it. So we gain money. Install Paperclip. Yep. So we're gonna trash this. Pay for 3. Now they get to res the second piece of ice. So we get to choose which one we want to derez. So let's see what this is. It's just a Caprice. So play a game here. Did not think, just clicked. Nailed it. Did really well there. Card from deck. This is an Ichi. No surprise there. Caprice Nase. Trash that. So now we can trash this. And they spent a lot of money on that, right? So Rubicon for 3. Good night. Sweet Eli. And we don't want to run last click. Again, that's not a good thing to do. So what do we install here? I think we want a Career Fair with Temujin onto R&D just to give us a value town here. Ichi looks really good to them considering we haven't played our Mongooses, or we haven't played any sort of killer just yet. I'm pretty sure there's not an agenda in HQ because they would have pushed it by now. Oh shit, there's an agenda in HQ they're bioticking at. 4. What is this? If this is an ABT again, oh man, it's gonna be rough. Please no, please no. Oh, nice. Okay, we're both on game point. They have 2 credits. We can run R&D a lot this turn. Another snitch, another Career Fair really doesn't matter that much. Getting down, like, we just need to lock the top of R&D, and immediately they can shuffle. So I think we're going to run R&D, trash one of these. I think they'll let us trash it, though. I think we're going to run R&D no matter what. This is a fresh card, mind you. We know they have an Ichi in hand, and I think that's maybe all we know at this point in time. Drawing up, we can draw, like, the rest of our deck with Aaron, but I don't think there's anything else we need. It's only like Brute Force Hack that I think we could use. Oh man. No shuffle. Friends in high places. Not great. So we can run back and see 2 cards. Let's waste a click running Jackson. We can also run these, but again, this could come down like pretty easily. Let's run Survey 3. Let's see if they pop it. I don't think they do. I think they let us trash it, which is good for us. They know they're drawing we know they're drawing a friend, so we kind of want them to shuffle. Fuck. Yeah, this is like kind of a waste of time. At least it's expensive for them. They might consider this one because they don't have a token, and that's good because it puts the friends off the top. Oh, they're thinking. They're thinking hard about this one. Oh, no, they let us have it. No, they have friends. We could run HQ for a token, but I think we'll just run R&D for game 4 and get another token. We can see 2 deep, actually, which is not that bad. Because there's only like, what, 2 more agendas in the whole deck, probably? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3 more agendas and 16 cards. So that's not bad odds. It's like a bit worse than 1 in 4. It's like 1 in 5. Oh, fuck, we're meant to use a token. That's fine. Shit. Okay, things we don't need. We want to keep Magnum. We don't need Snitch. We don't need another Rubicon. Should they trash a Rubicon? It's bad. That's kind of a game we definitely don't need a cash. Okay, well, they just drew the Friends. Admittedly, that's a bit expensive for them. We're not drawing any more cards, but I think with these Aaron tokens, we can just draw into whatever we want, really. Can we charge this remote? I think we can. Like, we can trash our Magnum, install 2 Mongoose, and charge this remote. There's nothing much that stops us besides a Caprice. What's the chance that is a 3-2? Oh, fuck. Friends High Place is going to bring the Caprice back. We probably should have ran HQ here. I think they might have been flooded. So it's a Caprice on that remote. They don't have a lot of credits, so we can probably just like run this a bunch of times. Drawing the Brute Force hack would be 1-2 for the Brute Force. That's a Jackson. Alright, this is a big turn. So Jackson, Howard, and Caprice. Okay. So, this is a brand new card. With the Jackson, they can put 3 more non-agendas into there. So it's probably 2 to 3 agendas out of 18. Which is not great odds. Somewhere between 1 in 6 and 1 in 9. Not something we can favor. Or 2 in 6, 2 in 9. If we want it to be that way. If we need to get into this server, we need to put down our... we can always panic Abagnale, right? This is not only a decoder, but if they res like a Freight Job 3, we can't afford it. We can always panic through it. I think we might just need to run this a couple times. This easily could be something that trashes programs, so I think we would definitely need our 2 Mongooses down. So we can install Mongoose, run. That might be the best shot we have. We need to make them spend money because they need 3 credits to score this agenda, and they're going to spend 2 on the Caprice and probably money on the Caprice anyways, so yeah, let's try it. I think it's the best we got. And we make money every time they res these things too, so. How much is this? 5 credits. Shit. Not great. Not good. With no clicks left, or 1 click left actually, yeah, because we want to double run. If they res this, it's going to be an issue for them. They just don't have enough money. So Caprice, alright. Oh, they res this shit for free, I totally forgot. So it's going to be hard to tax them out. I guess we get 1 more run on R&D. Oh, we don't want to do this again. This one matters a lot. If they pay 2, they're unlikely to pay 2. Yes! We have lost one of those! Alright, now we gotta deal with this ice. Alright. We've been doing well with these Caprice games. We have to deal with 2 pieces of ice here. If we think this is an agenda, we 100% beat the Ash Trace. We can always like Abagnale through one of these. We're probably okay here. If this is an agenda, this is good. So they gotta decide what to res for 7 cost reduction. If they do res something like, what's it called? Oh, they can't afford to, right? 7+4. They can't res a Janus, but if they do, we can always just drop with Aaron and not die. So let's see what they're doing here. You gotta think. You gotta think a lot. And remember, this could not be the winning agenda. This might not be the winning agenda. I think if they have the winning agenda, they might want a Jackson for a Biotic back in. What? No, you can't afford that, can you? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can you can afford that? Right? I don't think they can afford that. That should have cost 8 credits. No, they can't afford that. They had 4. Test. Hey. Oh, please don't disconnect. No. Hope they don't disconnect here. What's up? Come on, please. No. Only $3. How so? How so? Isn't it reduced by 7? Baker Bay Grid works? No way. The res cost of cards in the server is lowered by 5. But is the ice in the server? Pass all the ice protecting the server. You may res a piece of ice on waking. Lower the res cost by 7 to force a random counter. Is the ice in the server? I have no idea how this card works. I've actually never seen it in the wild. Oh, fuck off. Whoa. Whoa. That's wild. Okay. So this does 4 brain damage or 3 brain damage if we click through it. We can also just break it with a Mongoose for an absurd amount of money. Actually, it's probably not that bad. What is it? So we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 8, 9, 10 credits. Or we can just take the brain damage. I think we can take the brain damage. Thinking. Let's see. Okay. Because we definitely want the money for Ash, and this one is brain damage we can definitely take. Yeah, we'll click once. Fire 3. Yeah, we probably should have thought when to stop drawing just because some of these cards we want. So we'll have 2 hand size. It's probably not the worst. They paid 3 credits to do 3 brain damage to us. That's pretty good, all things considered. So we lost to Temujin, that sucks. Lost the Career Fair, that's fine. And we lost the Sugar Gamble, that's like mediocre, not great. Another one? We have another one on here that they can res. We still can definitely beat the Trace here. It's not going to be an issue at all. Let's see if they res the second one. I'm suspicious that this is an agenda. Oh, ice. Or can this only be one? You may raise a piece of ice. Yeah, maybe it's only one. Because a piece singular? Okay. Alright, so we gotta do the Ash Trace. Not gonna be an issue. We got 2 recurring credits, which are pseudo link, which is perfect if you're only running Ash once a turn. So we'll take 1, 2, so we'll pay 2 credits for this, and we can access everything. So what's this? The game winning agenda. Alright, good game. That was awesome. That was really fun. We got really lucky on those caprices. Let's not call that luck. Let's call it skill. That was mostly skill. Let's trash this. Get out of there. Thanks for the game, eh? Yeah, that was brutal. That Zed. That was so good, that Zed. Oh, man. That was all my MU. And that, like, admittedly, if we had that, it would be a wildly different game if we had this black card. It's probably too expensive. Like, this deck is good enough on its own without that nonsense. If you just play, like, Desperado or Gauntlet, seems a bit anti-synergistic because you are de-resing ice. But, definitely cool. This ice is really good for control, and it kind of punishes in the same way. Maybe we do want medium, because it is a win condition. If they go into low credits, you can hold them down with R&D, and that's really impressive. That is an impressive combo, though. Yeah, quite. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We got more videos coming out throughout this week. Yeah, we live stream Thursday, 8:45 Eastern. Hopefully you drop by. Thanks for watching. Ciao.